Alright, hello everyone. Today here in this lab environment we are going to implement here IP multicasting. So we are going to implement it here in the Denver area. So that's where we are going to implement here IP multicasting. So Denver area, and also in the other side of the network where we are going to implement it here in the Omaha. So we are going to implement it here in this Omaha and Denver. So there are basically two ways about that we can implement IP multicasting. So I will implement it here in the Denver area on the static way, that is the easiest way, and in the Omaha I will implement it here with the bootstrap routing. So it is a technology that is more advanced. That's how we are going to implement here this configuration. So to begin here this configuration, what we need to pay attention is that when we start to working with a multicast is who will be our server, who will be our router point, who will be our receiver. So we need to point out who will be each of them, so for we do not make mistakes, and also do not allowing IP ping sparse mode on the wrong interfaces. So that is the things that we need to pay attention before we making the configurations. What is the prerequisites that we need to do? So in this case we are going to do here router 29 the server. So here will be the server. Router 21 here will be the router point. I'll call this router point because the name is too complicated. I couldn't notice how hard is that name. So, and the third one will be the receiver. Receiver is like our computer, laptops, like that. On the other side will be router 10 will be the receiver, and the router point will be the 11 router point. So who will be here in this case? The server. The server I will use here this router point. So whenever he wants to achieve the 229, he will go to this router point. He will come in this way, with this way, and then reach here, and then go to the server. Right? So let's begin the configuration. I have here the console terminal. So I will post this console here on the right side. Really good. I will start the configuration by the router 31, who will be my receiver. So I will go in the router 31, and I will say config terminal. So here will be the static configuration, which is the easiest way. IP multicast, no, IP Internet Group Management Protocol join group. What is the group? 229.29.29.29. We need to go in the interface gigabit 01, and then we can use it that join group. Right? What is the next thing? We can go to the router point and start implement router point configuration on the loopback. We are going to use that on the loopback. Config terminal, IP multicast routing. Another thing that we are going to do here will be go to the interface loopback 0. So IP ping sparse mode. But before we come in here, we can just allowing the him as the router point itself. IP ping router point address. So the loopback address of the loopback 0, the IP address of the loopback 0 is 150.21.21.21.21. and then we can go to the loopback 0. So IP ping sparse mode, really good. On the router 21, we implemented we allowed the IP multicasting. For we work with a multicast, we needed to allow in multicast routing. There's no other alternative. We allowed we configured the router point address, which is itself, and we went in the inside of the interface loopback and allowed the IP sparse mode. So what is the other interfaces that we are going to work here? We are not going to work with gigabit 01 in both sides here. We are going to allow ping sparse mode on these two interfaces here. Exit interface gigabit 000 IP ping sparse mode, and also 03 IP ping sparse mode, really good. So the next thing that we can work now, let's move forward in our configuration. If we stop to see, now we can have the group format here. Show IP and route *G. We have the *G here. Let's go to the router 30. On the router 30, we are going to allow ping sparse mode on the gigabit 00 and the 01. Config terminal, IP ping, IP multicast routing, IP. Let's say to him who is the router point also too. IP ping router point address 150.21.21.21. Interface gigabit 00, IP ping sparse mode, IP ping sparse mode, and also 01 IP ping sparse mode. So now that we configured the IP ping sparse mode on the both interfaces, we are able to receive the *G of the receiver. So show IP and route here, *G of the receiver, right? Let's moving forward in our configuration. The next one that we are going to work will be with the 20. We are going to exclude the gigabit 01 of the ping sparse mode. We are not going to work with her, okay? 20, let's move to the 20. Config terminal, IP multicast routing, IP multicast routing, IP ping router point address will be 150.21.21.21. Interface gigabit 02, IP ping sparse mode 02 and also 00. Really good. We are not going to allow a ping sparse mode on the interfaces that go to the service provider that is in the MPLS. We are not going to allow this. Also in the router 19, we are not doing this. Show IP and route. The *G is here of the group, right? Really good. So the next thing that we are going to work here, we configured the router 21, 20, 30, and 31. Let's go to the 19. Config terminal, IP multicast IP multicast routing, IP ping router point address will be, what will be the address of the router point? 150.21.21.21. Really good. Interface gigabit 02, IP ping sparse mode, IP ping sparse mode, gigabit 00 and 01, IP ping sparse mode. Really good. So show IP route. So if you stop to see here, the router number 19, he doesn't know the receiver join group. He doesn't know. We are going to need to work with that later. But before we engage in this configuration, we need to moving forward in our configuration of our routers. Next will be the server router 29. Let's go there and configure. Config terminal, IP multicast routing, IP ping router point address will be 150.21.21.21, and then interface gigabit 01, IP ping sparse mode, and on the gigabit 03. Really good. So show IP route. So router 29 also doesn't know about who is the receiver. So the connection is not coming, it's not flowing. So who is the last one who knows about the receiver? Is the 20, right? Let's go there. 20, go there in 20. Let's say 21. 21 also doesn't know about who is the receiver. So because if 19 doesn't know, 20 will also know, because the traffic will come through this way. We need to configure here on the router 20. But before, let me just check here. Show IP interface brief. I will copy here. No, 19. Go back on the 19. Show IP interface brief. On the gigabit 02, I will copy this. And I will use IP route. It's important that we use route, not IP route, so the configuration can cause troubles for us if we do that in the wrong way. So let me go back on the router 20, which is the last one who knows who is the StarCommG, who is the receiver. So config terminal, IP route, I will say IP route will be hey router 20. Let the others know about who is the receiver. So I will say router point is 150.21.21.21, which is the direction that router point will share this to the others. And also I will say 255.255.255, and then I will say the interface, which is the way to go outside, so that it will be sharing. So let me go back on the router 19. Show IP route. So now router 19 knows who is the receiver. So let's try to go on the 29 and ping 229.29.29.29, repeat 5. Alright, I got this, some multicast connection. So let's go back here, example on the router 19, and see if I have the start the receiver. The start KG now becomes the source and the receiver. Yes, source and the receiver. Really good. Really good. This is also showing here. Show IP and show IP route. The source and the receiver. Really good. Now that we completed the first part of this configuration of IP multicast, this was the static way. Let's go to the next section, which will be the bootstrap router. On this side here, we are only allowed to touch router 10, router 11, and the router 21. No other routers, right? Let me just delete this here from this side. Well, I will not delete this. It's okay like that. I think I can just close this for now. Right, I can just close this for now. And then we are going to work here like that. Receiver, router point, and the source here. So, which is important to say that we can allow in here a router point and the mapping together. Let's go back here and starting the configuration with the router 10 saying, hey, I will join. Config terminal, IP Internet Group Management Protocol join group. What is the group that he will join? 229.29.29.29, but we need to go in the interface. This command wouldn't work. Interface gigabit 00, IP Internet Group Management Protocol join group 229.29.29.29. That's it. Let's go now to the router 11, making the configuration. Alright, so let's start this. Config terminal, IP multicast routing. Right, really good. So the next thing that we must work here will be interface loopback 0. So here will be IP ping sparse mode, exit, IP ping router point candidate, because we are saying, hey, router 11, you will be the candidate to the loopback 0 on yourself. And also IP ping, we needed to send announce that we are the router point to the server. Who will be responsible to announce that will be the bootstrap routing that will be working as a mapping. IP ping bootstrap routing candidate loopback 0. That's it for now. It's it. So we are going to go interface gigabit 00, IP ping sparse mode, exit. So do show IP route, do show to show IP ME route. Alright, so router point is 150.11.11.11, really good. So now we need to go work on both sides, configure router 21 and router 11, because the other side may not know who is the 150.11.11.11. We need to go there and use Multicast source discovery protocol. We need to go there and say, hey, that guy is the guy where you're gonna send the traffic to. Config terminal. So here you say IP Multicast source discovery protocol peer. Let's use the peer, and then I will say 150.11.11.11, and then here will be connect source. Connect source, loopback. Loopback 0. So let's do this configuration on the other side too. Router 11. IP Multicast source discovery protocol peer, and then we are going to use the host name that is 150.21.21.21. What else? Question mark, and connect source loopback 0. So after I make this, we can see that the peer is up now. So let's make sure that the multicast source discovery protocol is up now in the other side first. Show IP Multicast source discovery protocol peer. It's up, right? He's know about the 150.11.11 now. So let me go back here. Show IP Multicast source discovery protocol peer. Yes, he knows to. Show IP ME route. So we are knowing about the other side, but it is still in null. The start G is still in null. Let's see if we know the source now. The receiver. We know the source, but we don't know the receiver. Let's see if we can reach the receiver. So let me see if the source knows the receiver. I will go here and ping. Yes, apparently he knows about who is the receiver. He has two receivers now. So show IP ME route. Really good. Now we have the source and the receiver. Really good, but it's still in null state, right? It's still in null state. What we needed to do here, so because of this, packets are crossing the internet service provider. We needed to implement GRE tunnel here. So that's what we are going to do here, implement GRE tunnel on both sides, so it will be established. So first on the router 21. So config terminal, interface tunnel 1121, let's call this tunnel 1121. So I will say IP unnumbered loopback 0. Tunnel source will be loopback 0. Tunnel destination will be 150.11.11.11, and also IP ping sparse mode. Let's activate here IP ping sparse mode inside of this tunnel. We are going to do this in the other side too. Let's go there. Config terminal, interface tunnel 1121, IP unnumbered, loopback 0. So here will be tunnel source loopback 0. Tunnel destination will be 150.21.21.21, and IP ping sparse mode here. That's it. We made the tunnel. So let's just see this again. Show IP AMI route. As you can see here, we have the time running here, so it will be soon get out. Let me just make it this. Let's see, let's check. Yeah, as you can see, the time is gone. We needed to go back. I believe the time is 3 minutes, probably. Let me go back here. So now I will say that it will be 100. Let me go back here. Show APM route. Yes, the time is 3 minutes. Alright, so we still are seeing null here. Let's just use AMI routing again, IP AMI route. Config terminal, IP AMI route. 0.0.0.0 and then 0.0.0.0 tunnel 1121. Let's check now. Show IP AMI route. Alright, that's it. Now the packets are being they are crossing through this tunnel. It's crossing through the tunnel. Thanks for watching, guys. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.